Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our last lesson. Today lesson will be about assignment discussion. As you know me, my name is Anjum Sattar, and today lesson really focus will be on assignment discussion. So please can we go through and look assignment brief as given on the Moodle. Please spend 2 minutes. Yes, download assignment brief, and then we'll start assignment discussion. Okay, so please log in on Moodle and spend 2 minutes. Go through assignment brief, please. Look, how many tasks we have and what we're supposed to do, and then we'll start our discussion. Okay, guys, let's spend 1 more minute and then we'll start. Okay, we'll start. Welcome everyone. We'll start our discussion. Today lesson, as I mentioned earlier, is about assignment discussion. During our last 5 lessons, we learned about what we're supposed to do, and that was the key in our discussion. Today is we'll go through assignment brief. So please, make sure you download this assignment from Moodle page. Okay, so we've been given 5 learning outcome. During our 5 lesson we learned these are all the learning outcome. Be able to apply the tools and techniques. Cost accounting, we learn about ABC, activity-based costing, absorption costing, marginal costing, standard costing, process costing. And second lesson, we discuss about ratios, ratio analysis. We discuss 4 categories of ratio: profitability, liquidity, use of resourcing, and gaining. Third lesson, we learn about budget. Budget is a financial control. We discuss about zero-based budget. We discuss about fixed budget, flex budget, activity-based budget. We said budget start, from sales forecast, and we'd also discuss about the cash budget and master budget. And then lesson 4, we discuss about different sources of finance. We said equity finance and debt financing, and we said equity, debt is better than equity, which is less costly, and we justified. And last lesson, lesson 5, we discuss about investment appraisal, where we can invest, how we can invest, on what basis we can decide, and which project is a better for investment. That's, was all in our previous lesson. And today is assignment discussion. We have, task 1. Task 1, we've been given the scenario. You're a junior, recent yet joined co and small position to fund NAM strategically invest, in the risk companies. in low risk company, because when we'll say low risk, we expect low return, but we need to be diversify and we can maximize our return. That's really we need to be as a financial analyst. So task one, if you look here, each task you've been given assessment criteria 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, which is mean learning outcome 2, lesson 2 slide. Those are useful. 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3. It's mean that's lesson 5, which is about investment appraisal, is good for this task. So you have to open those slides and you have to look around, and you've been given all the tasks. Yes. So the task 1, and then task 2 is based on learning outcome 4. That's which we need to be. We've been given the scenario, previous budget. You want to be look around the budget where the fund will be, so where we can look around different sources of finance. Yes. And that will be key discussion, sources of finance, debt, equity, and we can write around 1500 words. And then 3.3, task 3, which is about assess learning outcome 1, which is activity based costing and all other costing method. Then second, we can look around task is learning outcome 3 under task 3. So where budget, different types of budget, that's we need to discuss, and we relate to according to the scenario you've been given. That's really we need to write. Memo, we need to write reports and essay form. We can prepare one and we can divide it task accordingly. That's really we need to. Okay, guys. So what I did to prepare for you, I divide assignment discussion accordingly. So always, please, when you start your assignment, is a good approach if you have a cover page. Yes, we are doing assignment on financial management. We're doing OTHM level 7 strategic management, submitted student number, and then of course business and management school, UK Versity Manchester. And second page it's good to be leave for the content page, which I'll show you how we can create it. And you can create, I just demonstrated, of course there are the sample assignment available on Moodle as well. Those also help you when you prepare yours. Okay, then the third page, the fourth page is quite good. You can write little introduction. What is the importance of financial management, scarcity of resources, 21st century, business become more globalization, the needs of the financial management has significant increase. We have a scarcity of fund. We need to be make sure we'll manage. And that's the good wording always. You can find journal article where you can find the things, and you can discuss about these. So please, it's good to look around these. Okay, so task 1 to 1, which is out of 3, so which is I mentioned earlier 2.1. so you have to open the lecture slide of week 2 and week 5, lesson 2 and lesson 5. So it's been given. You can choose the company is like Morrison and Tesco, because this is the ratios, and that ratios we can discuss. So first, how many types of financial statement we prepare. You can, if you want to include in appendixes, yes, these the financial statement, you can snip it and you can copy as appendix, and then you can cross-reference in your task 1. Yes, that's one way to do things. Okay, so we can say for public limited company, they prepare 4 types of financial statement. They provide the financial information and financial ratio to help to prepare and measure the performance. And it's various stakeholders. They have various interests, and they look around and make decision accordingly. Let's say company A, company B. I included the template for you and the formulas given. So what you do, gross profit divided by sales, or we also called revenue. So you can calculate for both company 1 or 2 years, and then you can compare, and all operating ratios and all other. So you can fill this template, you can calculate. That's so I included here the links for you as well. Interpretation of financial ratios, which we can discuss, what is financial ratios. If I'll say gross profit went up last year, this year, what this indicates, so I included the link for you there as well. Then next we have, within that you have investment appraisal. Lesson 5 is about investment appraisal. You can pick the example from it, or you can, financial manager role is the organization to make the financial decision because the business will. Yes, so make sure you add the reference. And these investment appraisal methods you can look around. Yes, and I can copy the link for you here in 1 minute. That will also help you. Okay, so you can read and write. Investment appraisal. Always good website, please, if you want to look around. Kaplan is a publisher, and they investment appraisal. And next, if you Google search it, right, Kaplan. Kaplan is publishing resources on these topics, so it's good to be. You can. Okay, so what I'm going to. Okay, guys. So you will see here you've been given what is investment appraisal. Yes, given types of budget, investment appraisals. Yes, and example of investment appraisal is good. You can pick one or two and you can discuss in your assignment and to meet the learning outcome, or otherwise just rely on the lesson, lesson 4. Sorry, lesson 5, week 5. Okay. So copy the link for you as well, which is Kaplan. Yeah, that's about investment appraisal. Okay, then you have a task 2. Task 2 about the debt financing, equity financing. So please, your lecture 4, lesson 4. So you can consider lesson 4 slides, and good to write about, what is the debt, what is the equity financing, and that's, the key. And you can add an example, and we put the links there, all relevant links. So please, that's your lesson 2. And then task 3 is about lesson 1 and lesson 3. So you have opened the slide of lesson 1 and lesson 3. You can discuss about difference between management and financial accounting, different costing method, add example, external factor, political variance, which is we measure under the standard costing. If you want to include some example, that will also help you. Or that will help you to prepare your slides, that will help you to prepare our assignment accordingly. So make sure, please, you do. And the causes of the variance, I included some stuff for you, and make sure you add the reference. And that's the way we can do task 1, task 2, and task 3. We have 3 tasks, and this way we can complete our assignment. So please, then make sure you add the reference, use Harvard reference, like I gave you some example here. So anything, whichever you want to include in the reference, in the table of contents, please make sure you highlight the heading, click, like you want heading 1, or you want heading 2. So like background of organization. So at the end, make sure on the second page, if you go on the reference, and on your left hand side, there is called table of contents. If you click that and pick the layout, whichever you like, and that's the way we can start our and we can prepare our table of contents. So please, make sure you do those are doing financial management, yes, and then of course I'm just updating this, and that's the way we can create our table of contents. Please, if you have any question, you can ask. And here we have some sample assignments as well. So please make sure you can follow the layout as the sample assignments, and I already demonstrated. So here is a sample assignment as well. And if you have any question, please drop me email anjum@ukversity.co.uk, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for listening and joining today's session. Hope so speak you when we deliver the new unit, new modules, which will start from next week onward. Thank you. Bye-bye.